As we make our way towards central London, the Thames makes one of its larger meanders around the Isle of Dogs, home to one of the city's two main financial districts, Canary Wharf. As we approach Canary Wharf from the west, we capture a brilliant view of the Thames as it courses towards central London, a spectacle to behold as evening closes in. We continue our nighttime tour of the city with one of London's most iconic symbols, Tower Bridge. In the late 19th century, a surge of commercial development in the city's East End exposed a need for a river crossing downstream of London Bridge. Yet the build needed to allow larger vessels to continue to access the Port of London. The result was a Victorian-style combined suspension and drawbridge connected by two 65-metre towers which sit on piers. Seen now during the daylight, the 244-metre bridge connects the borough of Southwark on the south side to Tower Hamlets on the north side, passing the Tower of London, from which it derives its name. The historic Tower of London was constructed after William the Conqueror's conquest of England in 1066. The castle primarily served as a royal residence, although the fortress was notoriously used as a prison during its peak period of the 16th and 17th centuries, earning a reputation of torture and death. Seen here is the 27-metre-high White Tower, the original keep of the grounds. Although used as a prison until World War II, the complex is best known today as the home of the crown jewels of the United Kingdom. Nicknamed the City or the Square Mile, we capture a 3-square-kilometre area of hills on the north bank, which constituted most of London during the medieval period. The City of London, the second major financial centre of Greater London after Canary Wharf, has been a prime area of trade even prior to Roman times. The city's most noticeable landmark is 30 St Mary Axe, or the Gherkin. The tower was built on the site of the demolished headquarters for the Baltic Exchange after a terrorist bomb severely damaged it in 1992. Architect Norman Foster devised the 180-metre tall skyscraper with sustainability in mind. Its design captures as much sunlight as possible, and 6 massive air shafts create a natural ventilation system, as well as insulating the building through a double glazing effect. Less than half a kilometre away lies another feat of postmodern architecture, the Lloyd's Building. It is named for its tenant, the renowned insurance institution Lloyd's of London, but perhaps deserves the moniker the Inside-Out Building. Architect Richard Rogers crafted this innovative structure to have its staircases, lift, power conduits and water pipes all on the exterior, brilliantly contained in 3 main and 3 secondary towers, which surround a vast open rectangular office space. At night, the illuminated Lloyd's Building transforms to become a sparkling gem in the City of London. The Lime Street masterpiece garnered a string of awards for its design. The impressive 3-tiered dome and spire of St Paul's Cathedral is yet another of the City of London's great landmarks. Sir Christopher Wren's English Baroque design is the 4th cathedral to sit atop Ludgate Hill, the highest point in the city. Construction of St Paul's began several decades after its predecessor was destroyed in the Great Fire of London of 1666. In 2011, a massive 15-year effort to restore St Paul's Cathedral was completed. The cleaning and repair cost over $60 million, and an estimated 150,000 stones on the exterior of the building were individually cleaned. The monument looks equally spectacular in the evening as Wren's work of art gleams in the city's skyline. The cathedral has held a significant place in modern British history, holding Thanksgiving services for the Diamond Jubilees, which celebrated the 60-year reigns of Queen Victoria and later Queen Elizabeth. As we transition back to daytime, we journey across the river to the south bank and find the Tate Modern, the world's most visited contemporary art gallery. Situated in a former oil-fired power station in the Bankside district, the gallery displays British art from the 16th century to present day. It is part of the Tate network, all named after sugar magnate Henry Tate, who laid the foundation for the collections. Alongside the Tate Gallery is Shakespeare's Globe, a modern reconstruction of the Elizabethan-era Globe Theatre, which opened in 1997. Because the Thames was much wider during Shakespeare's time, the new theatre was placed about 200 metres from the original site to recreate the riverside atmosphere enjoyed by patrons during the Bard's Day. The project was led by American actor Sam Wanamaker, and the designers used printed panoramas, written accounts, contracts, and one singular sketch to piece together the replica. The theatre stages both original Shakespearean works and world premieres of newly scribed plays. Expansion plans include an indoor Jacobean theatre, which will allow productions to be held all year round. The Tate Modern and the Globe are linked to St Paul's Cathedral by the Millennium Bridge, a pedestrian walkway. Despite its name, it opened 2 years after the millennium, due to unexpected swaying, earning it the alias Wobbly Bridge. The City of London Central Railway terminus is located at Cannon Street. Trains approach the station across Cannon Street Bridge, which lies in between London and Southwark bridges. The terminus was first built in 1866 and has experienced its share of unfortunate damage due to bombings, first during the Second World War and later by the IRA in 1976. London's most popular paid tourist attraction is the Millennium Wheel. More widely known as the London Eye, Europe's tallest Ferris wheel stands 134 metres high with a diameter of 120 metres. Crafted to resemble a gigantic spoked bicycle wheel, the Eye features 32 air-conditioned passenger capsules, representing the number of boroughs in London. The capsules weigh 10 tons each and carry up to 25 people. The wheel travels at a pace of 26 centimetres per second, making a revolution every 30 minutes, slow enough to allow passengers to enter and exit without needing to stop. Across the river, on the Middlesex bank of the Thames, lies the Palace of Westminster, where both Houses of Parliament convene. The perpendicular Gothic-style structure is a reconstruction of the original palace, destroyed in a major fire in 1834. However, the parliamentary estate has existed on the site since the 11th century, when it served as a primary residence for the kings of England until 1512. Ascending from the north end of the palace is the Elizabeth Tower. It's popularly known as Big Ben, although Big Ben is actually the nickname of the largest bell of the chiming clock. It's the largest of its kind in the world, and one of London's most famous landmarks. This strategic stretch of the Thames has placed it at the centre of many historic events, to which 19th century MP John Burns famously referenced the river as liquid history. As we revisit our course along the Thames, wonderfully illuminated during this enchanting London